No. All right. What's going on? What's happening, everybody? We are talking over here Wonder Woman, and we are talking the ending right now for you. There's lots of spoilers here, so you have been warned. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. So let's jump right into this and get to the meat and potatoes. So the part that I'm going to start from is when Diana has reached the German airfield where Ludendorff is, and I'm going to start explaining from that point. So I just feel like that's a good jump off point. Okay? So, the way in which Diana reaches the Ares as Ludendorff conclusion is sudden, only really brought by the audience because we've already seen him inhale copious amounts of Dr. Poison's special gas. And that's an issue by itself. His glowing strength is unidentified or undefined, wholly unprecedented, and serves no direct purpose other than to mislead. It's only excusable as it is a fake out. Diana's final kill speech as she murders who is really just a misguided man and subsequent debate with Steve over death-stopping war is tragically brilliant. But then the Sir Patrick reveal is equally sudden. He literally turns up in a different country after being off-screen for half an hour, and the motivation is drawn out over the scattered action, and that's already been discussed right here. It's pretty much an embodiment of the same underdeveloped villain problem Marvel so often finds itself with. For all that, leaning on World War I allows Wonder Woman to conjure up a strong backdrop to its antagonist. What makes Ares truly tick, why he doesn't see himself as a bad guy, is never made clear. Thulis also doesn't quite fit the part of a god, always playing him as a British aristocrat and never convincing as the battle-ready Ares when he's peering out from behind the helmet. And when you don't completely buy the threat, you don't buy what the director's trying to say with it either. Unsurprisingly, the one thread within the final sequence that doesn't feel overly truncated and fully lands is the main beat away from Ares, Steve Trevor's noble sacrifice. It's all centered on a good, heart-wrenching long take on Chris Pine's face as he contemplates giving his life for the greater good that reminds us of the film's previous immense understanding of character and tone. Initial rumors that Pine signed on because he'd also play his own grandson or was a stealth Green Lantern seems frankly ridiculous in the face of such a well-written, nuanced role. And the way Diana subsequently regards him seeking his photograph out in the Trafalgar Square celebrations and thanking Bruce for returning him to her via the photo hits just as hard. In all the finale grumbles, this is one thing that wholeheartedly works. Although, even with this, there's still an issue. After the plane explodes, Diana goes on a rampage against the Germans for leading to his death and is given Dr. Poison to kill, implied by Ares to be the point of no return in her becoming his disciple. She then almost crushes Maru with a tank before remembering Steve's farewell she couldn't initially hear due to shell shock. It's treated like she's overcoming the ultimate gotcha moment, but like Man of Steel's Zod neck snap is too convenient and suddenly to truly buy. The Diana we know would never get herself in that hairline situation. It's resolved in character yet sullies the emotional climax of her original story. So Wonder Woman, honestly, is a good film, and even in the finale, there's plenty of moments where it continues to excel, especially thematically. Unfortunately, some rather strange filmmaking decisions mean it can't quite deliver on the exploration of World War I or fully round off its hero's journey. The DCEU finally got an undisputed beloved entry. Next time, they just need to make sure the ending hits as hard as everything leading to it. So, I guess with that being said, there's a few things to consider here. Ares turns out to be Sir Patrick, and throughout the movie you're kind of always very confused as to who Ares really could be, because Ares is smart and he doesn't want to be the one to stand out like everybody else. He wants to hide as somebody else. And throughout the film, we are led to believe that Ludendorff is Ares, like reborn in a new character. And I think they did a pretty good job trying to convince all of the audience that this is exactly what it is, but it's not. It really isn't, because Ludendorff, after he's dead, freaking Diana looks out into the airfield and she still sees all the evil afoot. You know what I mean? She still sees the German army loading up the poison missiles and poison gas missiles, and everything is still going like clockwork. And Steve is trying to tell her, you know what? Sometimes people just do things that they want to do just because, you know? And she doesn't want to hear it. She's like, nope, I don't believe that at all. None whatsoever. Shout out to Matthew Strong and Jason Ducey. I appreciate you guys showing up. Sorry I didn't see your comments until now. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys all think about this in general? Because it just goes to show that not everything is accepted at face value, you know? Because when it all comes down to it, as I was mentioning earlier, Ares doesn't really think that he's that bad of a guy. He's trying to convey to Diana that all of these humans, these regular, mortals, if you will, because they're gods, aren't as good as them. They're weak, and they need to be punished, and they need to be eliminated. And he wants her to now be on his side. And clearly that's not going to happen, because she has such strong moral values of how she was raised. And now that she realizes that she has the responsibility of a god and the responsibility to eliminate all evil, that being Ares, that's what she's set out to do. That's what she's going to do. She's going to take him down, and that's how she does it. She focuses all of her power, all of her strength, almost in like a Kamehameha, like Dragon Ball Z. I hate to make a reference to it, but it was what it looked like. You know, you see a big lightning blast fly into Ares as she closes her eyes and focuses her power, just like her aunt was teaching her about how to harness that power. And she took him out, and I think she did a great job doing so. You know, yeah, Matthew, I could agree with that. I would say that the DCEU has definitely made their first successful movie. I would say that is a pretty fair statement overall. But yeah, so that's pretty much how the movie ends with that. You know, Steve ends up sacrificing himself in the explosion with the plane to try and get rid of all the gas, and he's successful. You know, and unfortunately he ends up taking his own life, and he gets honored for it later on in the movie. And then at the very ending, we see Diana writing an email to Bruce Wayne, trying to, tell her the whole story of what happened and what went on. You know, so I think that's pretty cool, to say the very least. Hey guys, I'm going to make you guys moderators, just so you know. Sorry for the disruption. But yeah, so that's how the whole movie ends. And as far as the post-credit, after-credit scene, people were really hoping that DC would do something like that. Because if you guys remember, Suicide Squad actually had a post-credits, after-the-credits scene. So people were really hoping that there would be one for Wonder Woman. But as anyone who went to go see the movie and waited to the end of the credits, it didn't happen. It just was non-existent. So, needless to say, it was disappointing, but expected, It's almost like when people went to go see Logan and there was no after the credits scene, people were disappointed. But there was kind of like a pre-movie scene for Deadpool, but now I'm getting off on a tangent. But whatever the case is, overall, I found Wonder Woman to be very entertaining. It was well done. At times, you really had to pay attention. There was a lot going on. Definitely would be nice to have a DVR rewind moment. But that's just basically overall. If I had to rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I'd probably give it an 8, an 8.5. It definitely was interesting. It definitely kept my my interest throughout. So, needless to say, it definitely got my approval. So, what did you guys think of Wonder Woman overall? Did you like it? Did you not? Are you looking forward to a sequel? Are you looking forward to Justice League? That's coming out, I think in another year or so. So tell me your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. At 5,000 subscribers and at 10,000 subscribers, we're doing a huge Xbox One and PlayStation 4 giveaways. That's 2 giveaways. We're closing in on 5,000 subs. We're like 300 away, less than 300 away. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And of course, if you love Wonder Woman or if you just like my channel, hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Really helps me out. Really shows the interaction between me and you guys. And today's secret comment code, if you made it to the end of this video, is going to be Wonderful Woman. Everybody comment Wonderful Woman down below. You won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. So I'd also like to give another shout out to Matthew Strong and Jason Ducey. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I appreciate you guys, commenting and being supportive of the channel. And that's really all there is to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this explanation. I hope it helped you out. And stay tuned for more videos, as always, here on Movie Endings Explained. Hope you guys have a great weekend, great week, great morning, afternoon, night. And we'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves and each other.